That's right, everybody. We are back. That's it. We are back. Front Row Racing is back broadcast. We are live tonight at the Charlotte Roval. Thanks you, everybody, for joining us again once tonight. I am Shady Acres, and with me in the booth tonight, my good old friend, my partner, my homeboy, my dog, owner of the Gas and Go Racing League, Nick. What's going on, Nick, 2019 champion? What's going on, Nick? How you doing tonight, my man?
Doing good, man. I'm ready to go left and going right.
Oh, are we going to be going left and we're going to be going right? That's right, the Charlotte Roval, man. I can tell, I'll be honest with you, dude. This is not my forte. I think I can speak almost for a lot of people with the Charlotte Roval. Charlotte Roval, man, this is a tough, tough track, man. It looks like I'm trying to tune on in here and see. I think they got qualifying underway. And I think we're going to be going green here very, very soon, I believe.
I believe we can join because they just went in the lobby and finished qualifying. So,
yep, I believe so. So we're going to be going racing. We going to jump on in here, and we're going to go green. We're not wasting any time tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're going straight to the racing. We're going straight to the green. We've been away too long. It's been about 4 to 6 weeks. Been excited for this. As you can tell, I'm a little bit jacked up. Let's see who's on the pole tonight. Typical going to be on the pole tonight. Surprise, surprise. Typical on the pole at the road course. As we go through the field. Now, when I go through the field, Nick, don't forget, keep your eyes open because I'm going to ask you your pick and your dark horse, as always. So keep in mind once we get loaded on in here. But let me ask you, Nick, being the owner of the Gas and Go Racing League, did you guys have a race here at all in these new next-gen cars?
At this certain track, no, sir. We are having it in the playoffs, though. This will be the last race before we hit Thanksgiving break, though.
Oh, okay. So now you get a kind of little bit of a sneak peek with here at FRR. And I tell you what, man, as we're coming towards the end of the season here at FRR, it's starting to get crunch time. As we are now pulling in, and Typical right there in the 10 car as we have... they're already going here. Typical on the outside in that number 10. As let's go ahead and scroll through the field as these guys, as Typical now in the 10 car, kind of yields the second spot to Showtime Favre in the 4 car. So Favre jumps out to an early lead in front of Typical here in lap number 1. Next up, Scotty B, JCR Scotty B in that 42 car. Currently running in third, Scotty B. From what I understand, man, whoa, Favre. Big wreck in the back right there in the chicane.
I think everyone missed it pretty much. Looked like the top two missed it.
But it might come out with a manual caution. We're about to see as they cross the line. Next up, we got True Death in the 3 car. True Death having a bounce back here as of late. Won last week at Talladega, looking for a second straight win here tonight at Charlotte Roval. Showtime Flash in the 24 car. Congratulations to Flash as he just coming off a win, and not only a win, but he got himself some more hardware for his trophy case as he won the Phantom Racing League Championship this past Thursday night. Showtime Flash, like I said, adding to his trophy case of his hardware championships. He is a 2-time champion here in FRR, winning the Phantom Racing League championship, their season 1 on Thursday night. As he gets up into the wall, no harm, no foul, kind of give it a kiss for good luck. But I asked him on the other night if that win and getting that championship the other night will help him, give him a little bit of momentum here tonight and to finish out the FRR. And the only answer was he hopes so. And a Flash in that 24 car. Next up, as we see going through the field, here's the 5 car of Field Filler. Field Filler also trying to move up as well in the point standings as we come towards the end of the season here. KB Showtime in the 38. KB Showtime looking to have an excellent run here tonight as he comes in second in points behind Flash himself. KB Showtime, he's really turned it on here in the past month in that 38 car as he is, as you can see, he's right there. He's trying to move forward as he is in second place in points and looking to try to take the lead if he can after tonight. Next up, Hurricane Hull in the 9 car. Hurricane Hull driving that number 9 car. We got a car around the 34 car. And the 34 car, that is Racer Rick in the 34, got it spun loose right in front of Hurricane Hull. But Racer Rick got it turned around in that 34. He's headed there back straight. Hickross in the 18. Hickross driving that number 18 Toyota in that M&M's. He's looking to have a good, solid finish to the end of the season himself. Pittman in the number 11. Everybody knows Pittman. Everybody knows FedEx. And everybody knows Pittman is in that FedEx number 11 Toyota looking for another good run here tonight. Next up is King G in the 41. King G having a solid run as well the past couple weeks. Keep an eye on him. Got a good friend of mine from local my area out of Baltimore, Maryland, driving that number 41 car, King G. Next up, and look like we have a car already behind the wall. That's THC in the number 7. Already taken behind the wall. Looks like he has an engine failure, and that is heartbreaking to see. Never like to see that at anybody. THC's in the number 7. Mucka in the number 2. Here's Mucka driving the number 2 as he is now, looks like he's following behind Pittman here in the top 10 as he's trying to close the gap on that number 11 car. Mucka in that number 2 trying to make a statement as he's trying to come through the field as well. And back up, and we're back up with Typical, our points leader, leading the championship points himself. Typical in that number 10 car as he's kind of dropped back off of the pole as True Death has gotten around him. And looks like we have Favre behind Typical. And looks like, so that's going to put Scotty B, I believe, to the point, if I'm not mistaken. That's going to feel pretty quick on that time. So yeah, looks like Scotty B. Now I got missing some eyeballs here, so I'm trying to look at the screen good. But I believe that Scotty B is on the point. Is that right, Nick? You got Scotty B on the point?
I believe so. He's our race leader, and survey says, yes, sir. Leading and pulling away.
He's all by himself. So let's take a look back here. Let's kind of look back through the field here a little bit. Check in with True Death, as True Death in the number 3 car. As here he comes around, and he's getting to have some company in the form of that number 10 car. And we all know who that is. That's Typical in that number 10 car, as he's closing in on True Death now. And don't look now behind. Don't look too far behind that number 10 car. And you got that number 4 car of Favre. Favre in that 4 car, as he's trying to reel in that number 10 car and that number 3 car both here in stage 1 in the early going. Kind of going around here. We're checking in with Showtime Flash. At Showtime Flash now, riding behind.
Oh, True Death! Oh no, I think he missed the front stretch chicane.
And he's in the wall.
Oh, and I believe the 10, Typical had a stop and go. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Typical, as now Typical comes out behind the little group there consisting of KB, Showtime, Field Filler, and Flash. I didn't see what happened, but you're right. True Death got caught up there.
It looked like he stopped. Looked like he stopped in the front stretch of Kane. Looked like, because what I saw, I believe it was True Death wrecked. I was like, well, son of a gun, he stopped on track. I think, what was it called? Typical had a stop and go.
That's more than anything else. Also, like you said, he made contact with that wall, and he has considerable damage to the front end of that number 3 machine. Now, of course, see, we are in stage 1, so there's plenty of time to get all that back. But he certainly did lose a bunch of time when all that shook out, because he's now behind Mucka as well. As we check in with Flash. Flash now trying to reel them in, as looks like Typical has gotten back around Flash. He's trying to march back up through the front as we ride with Flash. KB Showtime leading this little pack here. You got KB Showtime, Field Filler, Typical, and Flash. This is for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. As we kind of go around here. Tell you what, riding around, jumping on a ride around with KB Showtime, because KB Showtime he is whipping around here. Let's take a ride around, let's take a lap around with KB Showtime, because he certainly is he's got a lot of speed, man. Watching this 38 car, he's pretty quick here. You notice that? He gets ready to come in here to the chicane here.
Look at that. It's perfect.
Nice and smooth. You watching this?
Oh yeah, I saw that thing. That was smooth as all get out. I've never seen it like that.
Almost like a hot knife through butter. Nice and smooth. KB Showtime. As he's now got that number 10, a typical in tow. And typical moves right up on him. Gonna go to the inside. KB Showtime's not going to challenge him, really. No need to challenge him. Oh! And typical looks like he got out of it. He had to get out of the throttle. Missed the turn, and that opened the door here for Field Filler in the 5. As Field Filler now trying to capitalize on it. If I can get over to that number 5 car. There we go, that number 5 car, Field Filler. As he's now on the heels of KB Showtime, but got the 10... he's got the 10 of Typical on his heels. And there is Flash right behind, kind of following up. Flash, as now KB Showtime dives all the way down to the apron around the turns 1 and 2. And here comes Field Filler looking on the inside of Showtime through the chicane here. There's a good battling going on here. These 4 guys are trying to race and put on a nice little show here. As we kind of back up a little bit, looking back here where True Death has fallen all the way back. There's a 22 car. Then we went so fast, I skipped over Shovelhead here in this 22 car. Which leads us to our picks, man. Okay, so you're the guest up here in the booth. Who you got tonight, Nick?
I'm always going for one driver, and that driver is that number 4 car, FRR. I love it. He is one of these guys. He is currently running 2nd, and I will say he is far back, but don't count him out. It's only stage 1. They're coming to 2 to go in the stage. Don't count him out in the last stage. He's always been an upset sometimes, but I will go for FRR for tonight.
All right, well, who's your dark horse?
I want to say the guy leading right now, and that will be Scotty B.
Scotty B. There's 2 solid picks, man, and Scotty B is picking him up and laying him down as he's coming up on some lap traffic. And that is King G. King G just says, go ahead, he's not going to hold him up at all. Much respect to King G, as Scotty B has got this number 42 car dialed in. And you said we got 1 more lap to go on this time by? 2 to go on this time by. Well, I tell you what, man. Here's my picks right here. My pick tonight got to be Flash, man. He's coming off that championship win the other night with Phantom Racing League. And he's just carrying that momentum, man. I've seen Flash race here last year at Valor. It had a great car then, man. I think Flash is going to take the checker flag tonight in that number 24 car. My dark horse tonight, I've got to go with the 22 car of Shovelhead. Shovelhead, some call road course ringer or whatever you want to call it, but Shovelhead is very, very good on these road courses. And I think a real true dark horse doesn't get the credit that he really deserves. He's that good here at road courses, and especially I think here at the Roval here at Charlotte. But put Shovelhead as my dark horse for this evening.
And we're at 1 lap to go in the stage, and I'm telling you, Scotty B has like a near 10-second lead. He is like gone from the stage. He was like, see y'all later. I'm just going to pull away. Y'all just have fun.
Hey, he's just chilling. He's just
Oh
kinda
yeah, no
cruising.
kidding. No kidding.
He's got that 42 car dialed in, that's for sure. And he comes around 1 and 2 and heads down that backstretch, headed towards that chicane.
Now watch how smooth. Look at that smooth on entry into the backstretch chicane. That is amazing. How heck, if I ever did that, I'd probably miss the chicane or hit a wall there. But I'm telling you, drivers know how to make that smooth chicane in the front stretch and backstretch chicane. And coming to the green and white checker flag, Scotty B, your stage 1 winner.
Congratulations to Scotty B collecting the stage 1 victory and that number 42 car. And True Death is something going on with him. He is in the pits with considerable damage. I'm not sure what happened or what's going on with True Death, but he has got a ton of damage to that number 3 car. As we're finishing out stage 1, we'll try to see if we can get some kind of in-race report there, but that is not good for True Death in that 3 car. As we're taking a look here and racing to the line between KB Showtime and Showtime Flash, they took it there to the end.
Scotty B, Showtime FRR, typical bounces back to 3rd. KB Showtime, Flash, Fuel Filler, Pittman, Mucka, Shovelhead, and Hurricane Hull with the top 10 in stage number 1.
Wow. Good top 10. And
Amazing.
you know what? I'm going to keep an eye on this number 5 car, too. Field Filler in this number 5 car. I think he might have something here. I think he might have something up his sleeve. Yeah, I think he's got something up his sleeve in that 5 car tonight.
All right, here we go. Well.
Right. And as we have True Death on the point, making that pit stop. Now, he's going to dive on off. Yeah, that's what I thought, because he was in that pits right there at the end of stage 1. So as he takes himself and takes back to the end of the field, so he's going to start at the tail end of the longest line. Now back up front, Scotty B getting another good jump. FRR trying not to let him get away this time. Showtime Flash also now up to 3rd spot in that 24 car, trying not to let those two get away.
Just don't want to make a mistake, because if you make a mistake in the chicanes, that's going to let that other guy pass, because we've seen it before in real life where someone makes a mistake in the front stretch and back stretch chicane, and I'm telling you, these guys got to make that mark very smooth.
Taking a look back here, these guys are nice bunched up back here.
Oh, Scotty B went a little too wide in the backstretch chicane. Oh, he threw far on the wall just a bit, I think, because maybe came up the track just a bit. We're still going.
Oh, checking in with Pittman in the 11 car, lost a lot of momentum going through the chicane as the 22 of Shovelhead getting around him. We've got a lot of racing going on here as Hickross got a penalty.
I think he missed the. That's what I'm thinking. He missed the front stretch chicane. That's what happens.
He got the stop and go penalty.
Ugh.
As a check in with Racer Rick here.
Hey, how about a little battle for the lead here? FRR is not letting this. He's like, Scotty B, I'm not letting you take it, bud. I'm no more Mr. Nice Guy.
And what it's doing with these guys racing so hard, look what's behind them, and that's the 24 car of Flash and also the 10 car of Typical. So they are right there within striking distance. And these guys really get side by side. And I'm wondering if Flash or FRR and Scotty B are taking note of that. As you can see, there's a good shot of the interval right there. Good shot of the interval between... Oh, and they're going to go to the outside. FRR looking on the outside.
Can he get him? He's got to make the pass before that front stretch chicane.
And here we go. This is going to get interesting here. And FRR let it go.
He had to let him go.
Yeah, smart. Very smart. And of course,
it's... did the 24 get... 24 got a penalty!
Oh, no.
You had to say something.
Not on the 24. Oh, man. Hey, you know what? That's okay, though, because he's already... He's got obviously he's got one of the fastest cars in this race. He's going to be all right.
It's only stage 2 though. If
only,
that happened,
right.
if that was on the last lap, that would have been bad. But it's only stage 2. It's all right.
Stage 2. Always stage 2. Plenty of time. And riding with him Flash now. I don't think he's pushing it.
No.
He's just kind of riding right now. He's being very, very patient. He's not pushing it very much. He's got a lot of traffic ahead of him. He got, looks like he's got Hurricane Hole, and looks like Shovelhead is up there in front, and Pittman as well, and I think it's KB Showtime.
Yeah, a lot of guys.
There's a good interval there. There's a good shot right there showing as a 22 now making a move, and that's Shovelhead in the 22 trying to make a move on Hurricane Hole in the 9. As now we got a battle going on between the 38 and looks like, who is that, the 38
Typical.
and the 10, the Typical. Now these guys are getting racy back here. The Typical, KB Showtime going to inch his way out forward. As now Shovelhead is now looking underneath of Typical and makes a pass. I tell you what, Shovelhead in this 22 keeps continuing his march to the front. He's got a fast race car. He's got a really, really good race car. As they're coming up on a little bit of lap traffic, that's not lap traffic, that is that KB Showtime, I believe.
Ooh, that two-wheeling is something else.
Ooh.
That's...
Look at this, a KB Showtime and Shovelhead side by side, too wide into the turn. Man, you could not fit a piece of paper in between them.
No way.
Wow. Hey, Billy, what's going on, man? Good to have you here, Billy. We're having a great race so far here tonight at Roval. Oh, a big wreck in the turn. Oh, no.
Big wreck.
Shovelhead.
Oh.
And he got T-boned.
Oh, that's gonna probably
True Death got caught up in it as well.
Out.
True Death got caught up in as well. Typical. I think Typical almost T-boned him. I'm trying to look and see for any damage on this number 10 card. See a little bit of damage on the right front.
Yeah, that's just a little. I don't know if they're going to throw the caution. True Death, I think, misses the front stretch chicane as well, and yeah. He missed the front stretch chicane.
Yeah, he had to take a...
Wow. Oh, huge damage to KB. Well, not a lot, but KB Showtime's got some damage. If they threw the caution right now, they would be coming to 5 laps to go on the stage. But right... I'm telling you. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe they're racing back. I don't know.
I'm trying to... We could try to get a lap count here.
They're at 5 of 10 of stage 2.
5 of 10 of stage 2. So we got 5
now they're
laps.
coming 6.
All right, well, let's get back up here on our leader and check in with our leader, and that's going to be that number 42 car of Scotty B.
And caution. Yep, caution's out, I think.
Caution is out. I figured caution was probably going to come out as a result of that, because that was a very big collision and collected several cars. I know True Death got caught up in it, Typical got caught up in it, and the 22 of Shovelhead got the worst of it. Yeah, Shovelhead, get that fixed back up, because he has one of the fastest cars of the race. That 22 car, I think, has a shot to win the race. He is that strong, and he was working his way through the field pretty good there, Nick.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now the question is, do you come to pit road? Do you stay out? Well, I'm not sure, because I don't know if they're going to open
you're coming
pit
to pit road, man. If I'm me, I'm coming to pit road. I want those 4 sticker tires. I want them 4 freshies. Yes, sir.
Well, think about it. This is a road course where I think you could save as much as you could try to save fuel here on road courses. But mind you, they're at 5 laps to go. Maybe my guess is coming to the restart, we'll probably come back with 2 to 3 laps to go in the stage, because they're coming to 4 laps to go this time by. So 2 to 3 laps to go in the stage when we get back going. Well, I'm thinking.
Well, that's a good thought. That's a good thought. We're gonna find out here as they're coming around here, and you got Scotty B in first, Favre in second, and Field Filler in third, Typical in fourth, and KB Showtime fifth.
Looks like, well, we have some takers. Buckus coming to pit road. Looks like, Typical faked it.
And the biggest name right there going in the pits, I think, is Flash.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, Flash is the biggest one to be surprised about.
Yep, and Flash coming on in. And you're absolutely right, Elvin. Favre and Scotty are definitely going to bring the heat, especially once we get into Stage 3. Right now, we're just finishing up Stage 2. We're going to have ourselves a little bit of a drag race here in Stage 2. Now, I tell you what, man, I told you earlier about this number 5 car in Field Filler, and keep an eye on him. And here he is. He's going to start right behind Scotty B on this next restart. And if you're Field Filler, man, I think he's sitting in a good catbird seat here. Because if you get Favre and Scotty B side by side, maybe a little bit of contact gets made, you know, they get a little bit they get together or whatnot, opens the door. Field Filler can be sitting in a perfect spot in that catbird seat, as well as Typical. Typical, he's going to start next to Field Filler. These two guys could be sitting in a pretty good spot on this restart coming here to the end of Stage 2.
And there's another guy you got to keep an eye on in this third row is Pittman. Don't count Pittman out now. Looks like he's got a chance. He is currently
on the outside. Now, also, don't forget that 38 of KB Showtime. KB Showtime, keep in mind now, he comes into the race second in points. So he's right there behind Typical in the points. So, check that. He is right behind Flash in the points. Flash comes in to the race, a leader in points. KB Showtime is second, True Death is third, and Favre rounds out the top 4 in points coming into tonight. So look at all these championship drivers, these playoff drivers, all towards the front. Now we're only in Stage 2, so things are starting to get heated up a little bit. Wait till we get to Stage 3, Nick.
Well, like I said, we'll probably come to this restart with 2 to 3 laps to go. We're coming to the green with 3 laps to go. They're going to drop the hammer on the restart.
All right, well, I'm going to get this camera on Field Filler here because it's going to show everybody here on the restart. And we are green here at the end of Stage 2. And Scotty B gets a good, clean jump. Favre gets right behind them along with Typical. Field Filler's going to tuck here in fourth. As now we've got a battle here for the lead.
This could be ugly. Oh.
Scotty B and Favre side by side. Oh, and Typical almost got a little bit loose there. If Typical's eeny, meeny, miny, mo, who does he go with? Scotty B pulls out in front.
Oh,
he makes some contact with the wall.
Oh my goodness!
He moves up, gives him plenty of room.
Oh, this is going to get ugly in the chicane.
We're going to have a drag race here in the chicane.
Oh, yeah, but who's going to get the better breaking point? Favre to the inside. Oh.
Favre makes it work.
Oh, contact to the wall. Did he clear him?
Oh, he kissed it just enough for good luck. Just brazed it.
Unbelievable. And he gets the lead out of it with coming to 2 laps to go in the stage.
2 to go in the Stage 2.
Oh, and what a move.
Favre just grazed the wall ever so slightly.
Oh, my goodness. Now, if you're Favre, you cannot have that. You cannot have the penalty right now because right now, if you make a mistake in the backstretch or front stretch of Kane, that is your stage right there. Oh! Typical's around. Oh, and everyone misses him.
Oh, no. Typical.
Oh, no. Oh, no, dude.
And Typical's got a lot of damage to that 10 car now.
Oh.
To the front left on the fender, or in the whole front end.
I think he broke the toe. He must. Well, I wouldn't say broke the toe link, but
I'm not
yeah.
sure.
It's busted
but
to
he's
me.
definitely back there. Even Flash right behind him. I think Flash is playing a strategy right now. I think Flash is kind of hanging out here as we're in stage 2, and Flash will turn that. Will flip that, turn that switch on. I think in stage 3.
And don't look back now. Fuel Filler and Shovelhead, and how about KB Showtime battling for that 3rd spot?
And here they go as the chicane, as Fuel Filler and KB Showtime make the pass on Shovelhead, and Shovelhead still has that damage to the front end of that number 22 machine. I'm trying to get back up to the leaders here as FRR. And if I'm not mistaken, FRR has taken control of the lead. FRR's now to the point in that 4 car.
And this is the last lap of stage 2, so
as they were getting racy in the back, FRR was able to come up and in stealth mode make the pass on Scotty B.
Well, would you ever?
As he comes down through the chicane, there's the interval between he and Scotty B. You can see the interval there. So he's going to almost... Go ahead.
I was going to say, here he comes. He's coming to the front stretch chicane, and FRR. He will take a surprising stage 2 victory here in Charlotte. There you go. How about that?
As we have now completed stage 2, and if you take a look at the stream, Nick, with your eyeballs, and get us a top 10 if you can, sir.
I will. Everyone is trying to get to the start-finish line. We are. There we go. All right. Let me just pause the stream really quick when you get to. All right. FRR, Scotty B, Fuel Filler, KB Showtime, Flash, Shovelhead, Pittman, True Death, Racer Rick, and Mucka, the top 10.
All right. Mucka driving up and through there. I'm keeping my eye on this number 5, man. He got a top 3. He said finished 3rd here in stage 2. Right in front of KB, Showtime, and Flash. Field Filler having a good run tonight, man. I think he's due for a win. He won at Vegas early in the season. And here we go. Stage 3. FRR going to lead us to green on the point. Scotty B in 2nd. Field Filler 3rd. KB Showtime in 4th. And Flash, your top 5 as we start stage 3. As they go side by side, Scotty B said he wants that lead now, not later, as he tries to make a move on the inside of FRR. FRR has something to say about that. Shuts the door on him for maybe only for a time being, as he is throwing a block now on Scotty B. Scotty B trying to take a look around. Scotty B wants that lead back, and he wants it now.
Oh, he really is trying to get that lead, dude. Now, we are at 27 laps to go. I believe, don't fact check me, but I think we're halfway of this race, so pretty much halfway through this race.
Oh, definitely. Well, we have to be. We're in stage 3, so being in stage 3, as FRR now jumping out. This is where FRR wants to be, in front of Scotty B, as we got these two guys now battling for the lead. Flash there and now in 3rd. And there's Flash right there in 3rd. Oh, he backed up against the wall. He's going to lose some time there. As Flash.
26 to go. It's going to be interesting with these last 26 laps. Now, I believe you got to make, like, maybe I want to guess, maybe 2 to 3 pit stops to outsmart the other guy.
Speaking of which, trying to check in now with Field Filler, as Field Filler is that it dropped back here a little bit. Lost a few positions on that restart. I'm not sure, maybe he spun his wheels. He got caught up where he didn't want to get caught up, but here he is as he's now trying to run some of these guys. He's run KB Showtime and True Death down. As True Death now starting to make his way through the field. He's getting on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we got a battle right here.
I hate to inform you, but we have lost another driver, and that engine has expired on the H in the Hick Ross. He has lost the engine.
Oh, man. Hick Ross is taking down the garage.
Ugh. Man. Just.
Yeah, that sucks.
Oh, it does. It does.
And these guys are nice and spread out now, so we're anticipating definitely going to have some green flag stops. As checking in with True Death, as True Death now has gotten around KB Showtime, and I believe that should be for 4th position, I believe, isn't it?
Maybe, because that would mean the 24 Flash is 3rd.
Right.
Yeah, you might be right.
True Death, yeah, so True Death now is in 4th with KB Showtime in 5th. And you ain't gotta look too far behind him. And you find this number 22 car, Shovelhead. This is my dark horse of the night. Shovelhead always have been known, his reputation, always been known as a very, very, very good road racer. Road course ringer, whatever you want to call it. Either way, he's damn good at these places, I'll tell you that. As he's trying to reel in the 38 of KB Showtime and the 3 of True Death now.
"24 laps to go, and I'm telling you, don't look back now far. Your bumper is getting covered by the 42 of Scotty B. He is making far pay tonight. He's like, all right, same scenario. He's like, you know what? You need to get out of my way, or I'm going to move you out of the way.
I think right now, Scotty B's not much of a move you out of the way kind of person from what I've seen. I think right now, especially with the green flag pit stops, I'm wondering if I think that Scotty B is going to try to beat him on these green flag pit stops.
Is he going to get him here in the backstretch chicane? Not really.
Not yet. I think he's buying his time.
Yeah.
His time.
He's just waiting for that moment. Just waiting for that moment.
Oh, yeah.
There are some things you don't need in this final stage. One of them is a speeding penalty. The other is a stop and go penalty, either on the front stretch or back stretch chicane if you are Scotty B. Or if you're Favre. Can't have either one of those. or unless, someone else just taking the strategy. You probably don't know what the strategy is and you lose to that strategy. So you can't have any of those 3 things happen.
I got you. Ooh, checking back here. We got a little bit of racing going on back here between the 38 and the 22 of Shovelhead. Shovelhead now trying to make a move here on KB Showtime.
He shut the door on him just then. He was like, nope, can't go there. Oh, what a move. What a move by Shovelhead.
Yep, KB Showtime gives him the bottom. He sees that 22, really how strong that 22 car is. Look, it's a perfect spot to just go ahead and move on over, give him the bottom. And now what he can do is he can follow that 22, exactly what he's doing. He's going to follow that 22 around and hope that 22 is able to kind of bulldoze a pathway, make a path type deal.
Oh, Scotty B! Oh, he got loose and something happened. I don't know how you would say it, but I think from what I just saw from Favre's perspective, his car went straight and then to the left, so that cost him some time. Man.
Run with some more Scotty. Did he go all the way down?
He's all right now. Oh, well, here comes Flash.
Oh, up
Flash
into the wall.
Flash is on pit road. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know if is that an early pit stop, maybe?
It possibly is, making a short pit. And I know we're going to be making some green flag stops this stage. We are in stage 3, so... And
Oh, not true. I'm sorry. Typical got way coming up the track out the infield. He something happened to him somewhat way. He's got a lot, and I mean a lot of damage to that 10 car, and I don't know how he got it, but I'm thinking, don't fact check me on this, Shady, that Flash pitted just because just in case the caution comes out, he'll be all right. Don't fact check me on that though, but I'm just saying that could be a possibility.
A very good possibility, but you're right. That number 10 car of Typical has got a lot of damage. You're right. He's trying to close back in on the 2 car of Mucka, and he lets Mucka go ahead and let him go. I think the 10 car has made his pit stop. He's got some 4 fresh tires on there. I'm wondering if maybe he just went ahead and took the tires and any adjustment, but I don't think he repaired that damage. I'm just wondering because he's got a heck of a lot of damage to that 10 car, but he is flying. He definitely is putting guys lap down and trying to move his way back up through the field.
Racer Rick is on pit road. What could maybe, I don't want to say it's his last stop, but it's an early stop probably.
Do you have can you check and see the leaderboard there, Nick?
I sure can. It goes
I
far.
can't wait till my new eyeballs come this week, man. This is just killing me here. I can't see.
Yeah, give me a sec.
FRR,
Scotty B, True Death, Shovelhead, and Showtime. And Scotty B has a lot of more damage on the left side. He is losing time to FRR. That's that ain't good because FRR is now 11.5 seconds ahead of Scotty B.
That's not surprising. I mean, especially with these road courses, man, you can gain a lot of time and you can lose a lot of time real quick, real fast.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
As we kind of
boy, that gap is huge.
Checking around the field, checking in with True Death here as True Death. Not much in front of him.
What? Something up with Scotty B? Something's up with Scotty B. Is he out of gas?
He's out of gas. He's out of fuel.
No.
He took it to the garage. He's out of fuel.
Oh, no.
He had engine failure or something, and he is out. Scotty B is out.
That was my dark horse, too, man. All right,
I'm going to try this. I'm going to see if I can get him in the booth, maybe. Maybe he'll come on up to the booth. Give me 1 second. If you want to go ahead and cover, give me a couple of seconds if you want to take over from it.
Yeah. Gap is huge.
All right, we'll go ahead. I went ahead and sent the invite to Scotty B. Maybe hopefully he can join up here with us and kind of give us some insight.
Well, how are we going to get him in when we both? Actually, no, I take that back.
Send him an invite.
Oh, okay.
To the booth. Okay. Hopefully, he's able to make it on up, but. As we check around, so do you have whenever you can, Nick, if you can see a top 5, let's get a top 5.
Yeah, I just saw we have 18 laps. Well, it's 18 laps to go, and it's Showtime FRR, True Death, Shovelhead, Showtime, and Fuel Filler is your top 5. So very, very soon, somehow, some way, there's going to be some green flag pit stops happening, and I know Favre is going to be all right on his pit stop because think about it, he has a currently, and I quote, a near 17-second lead over second place. He's fine. He probably could turn that mirror off and say, you know what? I'm turning my mirror off. I don't need it for the rest of the night. I'll be all right. I get that feeling too. Whenever there's no one around me, I will say, you know what? No one's around me. I'm turning my mirror off. What's the point? But if I'm the leader and there was someone behind me, I'd be like, okay, yeah, fine, sure, I can turn that on. But as a big of a lead, what's the point? Turn the mirror off. You don't need it for the rest of the race unless a caution comes out. With 17 laps to go, you'll be all right.
Yeah, well, a lot can happen in 17 laps. And I'm not sure what the fuel... This is... the fuel on these next-gen cars here...
I honestly don't know.
I'm not sure what the fuel window is, but I got a feel we're going to find out here very, very soon. And,
I'm trying to see if anyone else pitted. Oh, yep. Showtime's come to pit road, and I believe what could maybe be his last stop of the night. Maybe not, because depending on how much they get in their fuel, you're probably not safe.
I'm not sure. Like I said, with that green flag stop, as Scotty B. I wish that Scotty B was able to come on up to the booth. Wanted to get Scotty B up to the booth and get his take on it. As now the 38 of KB Showtime just finished his pit stop. He's down and away.
Here comes our leader to pit road. That is Favre.
The pit road, as taking a look here, as Pittman is trying to chase down these guys here.
If you're a magic magician, they get 12 laps of fuel, which if you're a magician, you ought to probably try to save as much fuel as you can. Here we go. And it looks like True Death is joining along the party, so he's coming to pit road as well. Here comes Fuel Filler.
And Typical's now coming down the pit road, and hopefully he can get that damage fixed, because that front end is all torn up. I'm not sure if it's just a screen, but I think that's actual damage there.
I think he's pit road, I believe.
Actual damage on that one. That thing is torn up. He's probably gonna have himself a lengthy stop there to get some of that repaired. But back out in front, that 4 car is in pristine shape. Not a scratch, not a ding, not a dent, nothing.
Well, you can't really say that because there's a little bit, but not fully. Like typical here. just a little, man. I mean, I'm not saying it's like typical damage. It's just a little. Can't really blame him. But hey, you know that
Phantom Racing League is Typical's hood is crumpled like the Smithfield bacon.
Who said that? Who said that?
Phantom Race. I believe that is our good buddy, our good friend Timmy Racer from the Phantom Racing League broadcast booth. Brought the season 1 and did extremely awesome job. I had a lot to talk about. That was a fun broadcast doing it with Timmy Racer. And watching that season and helping, and especially this championship race that we had this week, that Flash took home the hardware there. Now Flash, man, I didn't even realize, I didn't know even the history, but he's got hardware from FRR. He is a 2-time champion here at FRR himself.
Well, don't look back now. He is currently second, but remember, he pitted before everyone else, so I don't think he's safe because he's got to pit probably one more time.
Well, do we have a lap count?
We are at 15
you get a
to
chance
go.
to see a lap count.
15 laps to go.
I tell you what, my glasses have better come in this week. It is so annoying. But now I can see everything far away. I just can't see anything close, so I can't see the stream of close. I'm very, very agitating, I guess I could say it.
Well, you gotta, if you're Favre right now, I know I can't do it, but I don't know. I mean, like I said, you gotta be some sort of saving wizard to save as much fuel as you can to get this thing to victory lane. I promise you. If he short pits and still comes out with enough fuel to win this, I think he's got it. Coming to 14 laps to go, it's crunch time, pretty much.
14 to go?
Yes, sir.
All right, with 14 to go, I'm going to say that they're going to have to make another green flag stop. And here comes Hurricane Hull. And here comes Hurricane Hull. So Hurricane Hull now coming down pit road. Now this might be the start of that money stop, because they're going to have to make another stop, and it's going to be the money stop as we see Hurricane Hull now making his green flag stop for the final time here. So I think pretty much you almost probably guessed, man, everybody's going to have to pit that one time. And here comes Hurricane Hull in that 9 car doing his stop. And checking in with Racer Rick, as Racer Rick in the 34 is right there trying to reel in
41, I believe, but
41 King G.
They're both fighting for that free pass. So, are they? Or maybe. I could be wrong.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, these guys are definitely, everybody's all kinds of spread out here. And checking in with Mucka.
13 to go.
13 to go.
Yes.
Kind of riding with Mucka, trying to check in with Mucka in that number 2 car. As he's coming around looking on the backstretch chicane here. Not seeing a car in sight. In front or behind. Mucka is all by himself. He's got himself an ice cream cone or something, man. He's just chilling over there.
He's just, he has it in his hand. He's got one hand on the steering wheel, another one probably with a soda or a beer or a beverage.
Not so much between True Death and Typical. Now, of course, True Death didn't give him much resistance, as Typical's got those much fresher tires, as he's able to pull around True Death.
Now that's for position, by the way. That is for 4th position.
4th spot. So that puts Typical at 4th and
True Death 5th.
True Death at 5th.
That's correct.
All right. Oh, we got a car. What is that? Is that Pittman?
Yeah, Pittman's got some damage.
All right, looking at Favre. Favre's our leader, correct?
Correct.
All right, so we're pulling in here with field filler. And KB Showtime, as now looking at it as, just take a look, as the number 3 car of True Death, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I just saw him. Yep, he peeled off and he's coming down pit road himself. So here comes True Death in a number 3 car coming down pit road. He entered this race 3rd in points tonight, looking to try to capitalize and really trying to get back up into it. Is True Death in that 3 car?
Oh, you know what? He just probably took fuel only. He took fuel.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's what I would have done. I would have tried my best to try to take some fuel and try to get enough to make it.
Let's go check down this leader here in this number 4 car, and that
11 to go.
11 to go? 11 laps to go. I tell you what, I would love to see a caution right now and bottle these boys back on up. And checking in with Favre. I'm checking in with Favre, but he is checked out.
Here comes Flash. Showtime Flash is coming to pit road, which is his last stop. Hopefully he didn't speed, and hopefully maybe, just maybe, he can salvage a top 5. Maybe a top 10.
You know what? Let's take a ride around the Charlotte Roval with Favre, because he is setting a blistering pace here at the Roval. So we're gonna ride around with Favre as he is getting around this place pretty daggone quickly. Look at it, he gets right through that chicane there.
We're coming to 10 laps to go. I mean, if you pit now, I think you would be pretty good on fuel. maybe. Because it's 12, you get 12 laps in the fuel run, so you're pretty much 2 laps to the good, unless you make mistakes in the corners. But I don't see Favre making mistakes in these corners with these last 10 laps.
No. I don't see him making any mistakes like that. And neither he nor Flash or Field Filler, any of those guys, I don't see them making that kind of mistake. I mean, it's possible, but I just don't see it. They're too good. They're way too good.
Yeah.
Way too
no
good.
kidding.
Because right now, Favre looks like he's practically in cruise control mode. Because he doesn't have anywhere around him. Let's take a look around and see what's going around as we check in with True Death. There's an interval between Flash and True Death. And we say Flash is in second, I think you said? Oh, wait a minute, no. I got Flash.
Well, hold on.
Oh, I got Flash's stream here. I can.
So the top 5 is Favre, Shovelhead, Typical, Showtime, and Fuel Filler.
Okay. Let's get. I'm gonna pull up on Shovelhead. And Shovelhead, you said is second. There's my dark horse. And right behind him, you said who was in third? Typical, right?
Yep.
All right. Now here he comes down pit road. He and Typical both coming down pit road. And we should have under 10 to go, right? I think we're under 10 to go.
We're at 9 laps to go, yes.
9 to go. So here comes Shovelhead and Typical both coming down pit road. And leaving a door open for some, as now here comes Mucka. Mucka is passing around Racer Rick. He's trying to catch up to that 3 car of True Death. The winner last week, True Death, took home the win last week at Talladega. Man, I try to get back in time for that. I really wanted to try
I
to get
was
back
honestly
in time
like, it's Talladega, man. I think if I have beaten Izzy with me, and me, you, and him do it. Oh, I was so excited for that.
Yeah, I was too, man. I really wanted to get there for that. And we got a battle right here with these guys. As Typical came out. Oh, contact made between he and True Death. No harm, no foul. Made a little bit of contact. Shovelhead also in the 22. He's up in this mix. True Death, Typical, and Shovelhead. All 3 of them. This is battling for position.
They're all battling for that 5th spot now. Typical has 5th.
And just as Typical gets that front end damage fixed, the 3 car, he comes out, Typical comes out of the pits right behind the 3 car and made contact going into that chicane and got the damage right back. No harm, no foul. It's not slowing him down any. As a matter of fact, he looks like he's starting to put a little bit of cushion between he and True Death, as well as Shovelhead. There's, you see the intervals between Typical and True Death and Shovelhead. All 3 of them off of that came up and kissed. All 3 of them gave that wall a little kiss. I tell you what, we're going to have a Darlington Stripes here at the Roval here, Nick.
Oh, no kidding. No kidding, dude. No kidding. 7 laps to go. I'm telling you. These last 7 laps, like I said, I think Favre should just turn off his mirror and say, you know what? I'm all good. I'm going to have to turn the mirror off. I've got a big lead, and I shouldn't worry.
Oh, well, you definitely shouldn't worry. You had nothing to worry about.
Well, right now, your top 5 is Favre, Showtime, Fuel Filler, Flash, and Typical. Now you gotta wonder when Favre is gonna make that last pit stop, because he'll be all right though. If he just takes fuel only, he should be making it to the very end. He should be all right on fuel.
So you got Typical in 5th. So that's gonna put True Death in 6th, and looks like Shovelhead in 7th. As now looking at it, Field Filler now coming down pit road to make his last green flag stop. This might just be a gas and go here with field filler. Going to take it on to him with down one. No, I think he's going to take two. Yep, I think he took two.
I think he did too.
I think he took two there.
Well, we're at 6 laps to go. You play strategy right. Get there. Yeah.
Catch around some people.
Wow. After not winning the first stage, winning the second stage with, maybe leading only maybe 2 laps in the second stage, getting the win in stage 2, Farva has really stepped up his game in stage 3. He really stepped up his game. Here comes KB Showtime to pit road for his last stop.
He's coming down now. So we got what, 6 to go?
Yep, we're coming to 5.
5
this
next time
5. Yep, here comes your boy, here comes the leader, pitting with 5 laps to go. Besides, either way, when he comes off a pit road, either way, he will be alright, so he'll be alright.
I'll tell you what, I wish... Man, the only thing I wish is I had the... if Flash can put up the leaderboard, I'd be having a leaderboard. I got it set so if Flash can put up that leaderboard, I'd have a top 5. We kind of scroll around through the field as we got a group here with Racer Rick coming out front, but he's got Showtime, KB Showtime, and Racer Rick going to yield as he's not getting out of the way as Field Filler and KB Showtime now. There we go. As riding along with Field Filler, as Field Filler now right behind KB Showtime, trying to keep up with it. KB Showtime putting a little distance now. KB Showtime's got a lot of speed in that 38 car. As they come down through the chicane.
Harvard's he's already out of pit road for his last stop, and he is smooth sailing. Very smooth sailing. 5 laps to go, and I'm telling you, right now, these last 5 laps, just put in cruise control. You don't even have to worry.
I tell you what, if you're Field Filler, you're not putting in cruise control because he's got his rear view mirror full. Looks like that 22 car.
Woo! I didn't see that.
KB Showtime. He's got this thing to the floor. He's trying all of his might to get back up there, but we'll probably run out of time. So let's get back up to our leader, and that's going to be you know who.
4 laps to go for car number 4.
4 laps to go for car number 4, and that is Favre in that number 4 car as he is just cruising right behind himself. And is that who do we have in second?
How about Showtime Flash?
Showtime Flash in second. Let's try to see if
Typical
we can get
third, Shovelhead 4th, and True Death rounds out the top 5.
All right, well, here comes Riding with Flash now. Yep, Flash in second. 3 to go. Next time by.
I was gonna say we are coming 3 to go. We're at 4 now. But I'm telling you, this has been a great race. I mean, like I said, didn't get stage 1, led the last 2 laps in stage 2, and got the stage win. And
whoa! What was that? Flash just pulled over and gave up the 3rd spot. It's typical.
I don't know.
Wow, I don't know why, but here comes Flash now trying to reel him back in. We're going to have to ask about that. Cause
maybe, I don't know, maybe he missed the front stretch chicane?
Possibly, but either way, that's going to put the 10 car of Typical back into second. And as you can see, Typical's nowhere to be seen. He's that far ahead. And there's Typical in second. And Flash in third.
Well, we're at 3 laps to go, coming at 2 this time by, and I'm telling you, it's just, like I said, I believe, don't fact check me on this, but we will ask, I believe Flash missed the front stretch of Kane. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm not sure. Well, checking back up here with the leader, who has been dominant for most of the race. As soon it was really the first half of the race was dominated by Scotty B in the 42, and then once Scotty B took it behind the wall, I believe about halfway through stage 2, and it's been Favre ever since.
Kudos to Favre, man. He has had.
Yeah, you're right, Hanson. He's probably trying to save a little bit of tire. You're absolutely right. Now, what are you saying, Nick?
No, I was just gonna say you're right, because I thought maybe that you were. I don't know how I'm saying this, but you're right. He was battling Scotty B for that stage 1 win. Then stage 2, just trying all his best. Got 2 laps led in stage 2. And those were the last 2 important laps in the stage. Got the stage win. And stage 3, I mean, he's cooking. He's like, you know what? That's good. I love winning, and I'm glad very soon I'm going to be coming to that checkered flag, and we're coming to the white flag.
The white flag out. 1 lap to go here at Charlotte Roval. Showtime Favre practically in cruise control. Scotty B, like I said, Scotty B had a really fast car in the 42, dominated the first half all the way up to about midpoint of stage 2, took it behind the wall, and then it's been Showtime Favre the rest of the way, as nobody's even really been able to mount a challenge to him, except maybe on a restart. But Favre in that 4 car has just been able to pull away and kind of cruise, as he's now pulling up on some lap traffic. And King G and looks like field filler here.
Yep.
We are on the last lap. This is the white flag last lap. Favre ran and something happens. Really unfortunate happens. Favre is taking this checkered flag here in less than a half a lap.
Down in the back stretch of Kane, and what a spectacular. Even if he gets a penalty in the front stretch of Kane, it don't matter. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I will say this right now. My pick is right tonight. Coming out of the front stretch of Kane, and how about this, Shady? My pick is going to go to victory lane at the Charlotte Roval. Favre wins.
What a win. Big win by Favre. Let me get a second spot. Let me get the
I will believe
second place finisher, and that's going to be Typical. Typical comes home in second.
What a Ford 1-2 right there. That is cool.
Favre, your winner. Typical in second. Flash in third. There's Typical there. And Flash in third. Shovelhead comes home fourth. True Death in fifth. KB Showtime in sixth. Field Filler in seventh. Mucka comes in at eighth. Hurricane Hole ninth. And Pittman rounds out the top 10 on a caution-free race here at Charlotte Roval. Congratulations to this guy. Favre in that number 4 car takes the victory. And a big one at that as we continue to march through the playoffs. As Favre, coming into this race, Favre was 4th in points behind Flash, KB Showtime, and True Death. So this will more or less definitely shake up some things in that top 5 of the points. As we'll get look to get these top 3 guys up into the booth. As things get finished up, KB or Showtime Favre really put on a clinic. It would have been awesome to see, and to give me if I'm wrong here, Nick, from what we saw in that 42 car, Scotty B, it would have been awesome to see Scotty B and Favre go at it at the end there. That would have been something.
I would have been right either way if one of those if Scotty B stayed in there. I would have been right either way. No kidding though. No kidding. And he gets the fastest lap.
Yep.
How about that?
Well, I'm happy my dark horse came in fourth. He missed, just missed the podium by one, but that's okay. My dark horse came home in fourth. But give me 1 second if you want to round it out. I'm going to get in this top three in here into the booth real quick. Stand by for me. I get them two guys in here. I have to do typical by search. There we go. All right, so we got the invite sent out to our top three, and that's gonna be Favre, typical, and Flash. And there's our third place finisher in there coming on in there. And now just need the top two, a typical and Favre, to come on in.
The other two is coming. They having a discussion real quick, but they coming. But I want to put on the record on the channel too about typical. We've been having a lot of rumors about him cheating. He was on video tonight and raced on the wheel, no flight sticks or no controllers or nothing like that. He was just as fast on the wheel tonight on the video. So
he actually videoed himself to show that there's
Yep.
no issues or anything like that, and he put all those rumors to bed tonight, possibly.
Yes, sir, he did.
Good.
Done very good. Done very good.
Good, because I love to see that, because he is an outstanding driver, an outstanding talent. I love to see it. I'm a big fan. That's good news to hear, man. That's awesome to hear.
Yeah, I was approached from league owners, several other league owners, and people in other leagues, and people inside the league, and all saying he was, cheating or possibly cheating. So I've been wanting to do it for about a month and a half. So it just seemed like it was the perfect time.
That is awesome. That they are now in here, so let
me go ahead and congratulate all three of y'all for podium finish. Good finishes, good racing. Had a couple of mishaps, but it was all good. And see y'all at Las Vegas.
Yes, sir. Thank you, True Death. That is True Death, the owner of FRR, filling us in on the latest news. And let's bring in these top three. And we're going to start with the driver of this number 24 machine, and that is Showtime Flash. It is Showtime, baby. Flash, congratulations getting that top three tonight, man.
I appreciate it. Kind of surprised to be third, but
why?
I thank Scotty for backing out a little early. Otherwise, I would have been fourth, but just wish I, had a little more speed, but it's probably a good second off the paces, the 4 and the 10, but really happy with third, got good stage points, so ready to move on rest of the season.
Well, as I was mentioning, you won just the other night, you won that championship in Phantom, and in that interview I asked you, is that, able to carry that momentum into the rest of the season here at FRR? Is that something, getting that championship and getting a top three here at the Roval, is that something where you're able to take some momentum here to the rest of the season, making this final push?
You could probably say that, and then I got a penalty, pretty early in the race, so that wasn't too much momentum, but, if anything, it's just, to go through the emotions of having, one-off race where you have to beat everybody else. Just trying to get used to that pressure, but it's the way typical Favre, me, KB's been on a different level since the playoffs started, and same for True and those guys. So whoever the Final Four is going to be I think it's going to be the toughest championship race that at least I've been a part of. So it's coming down to it, man. But yeah, I just didn't have anything for the road course guys. I mean, they're not just road course guys, but I just don't have it figured out the way they do, and I just come in, try to get my top 3, 4, 5, whatever it is, got good points, and I'm happy with that. We'll move on.
Congratulations, man. It's job well done, man. And I mean, when I watched you last year at Valor, I mean, you had a really good car here last year as well, man. So I mean, from being a big fan, from my point of view, man, it definitely looked like you know this track at least a little bit, getting a top 3 like that, man. Congratulations. And how many races? I haven't checked the schedule. What's how many races are left? Do you know? What are the tracks remaining?
We got Vegas, Homestead, Martinsville, and Phoenix. So we only got 4 left. It's coming down to it.
Vegas. Okay. So how do you give us a little sneak peek into your into Vegas? How do you feel about Vegas?
I mean, I feel like a lot of my specialty and strengths lie with the 1.5 miles, even though there's really not a huge advantage when it comes to the draft and everything, but I feel like I can just execute better on the bigger tracks. So Vegas has been one of my best tracks statistically in this league, so I'll just try to prepare, bring a fast car, and try to minimize the mistakes that I've come to be making the last few races here. So just got a couple things to clean up on and execute, and try to carry it on towards Phoenix. But congrats to Favre. I do have to thank him for assisting me with the car tonight, and a couple pointers to try to help me get a little bit quicker, clean up my act here, and end up in 3rd. So I appreciate him for taking the time to help me out, and typical, again, being extremely fast. I know he's going to be frustrated with 2nd, but some of the issues he had himself and then come back and finish 2nd is pretty good recovery. So congrats to those guys, and I'll catch you all hopefully next week.
Definitely. Congratulations. Flash going to let you go, man, and enjoy it. Have a great week. We'll see you next week at Vegas, my friend.
All right, thanks. Glad to have you guys back.
Oh, definitely, man. It's glad to be back. And speaking of being back, let's bring in that driver of that number 10 car. As you mentioned, he almost is there frustration here in the number 10 picking up 2nd. Typical, back in the booth. Glad to have you, man. Congratulations on getting 2nd, man. Walk me through this. Do you hold on a second, real quick? Typical. Do you have your voice shared? Got a comment that you're not hearing. You're being able to hear your voice. Do you have your voice shared? Okay.
Oh, the new PlayStation, Ty.
All right, I'm good.
All right. Go. All right. So good. Let's. Henson mentioned that, but I didn't mean to cut you off there. But go ahead and what was kind of walk us through that. Now, I mean, is there any frustration finishing 2nd here on this? Because looked like you had a heck of a race. I'm not sure where the damage came from there in stage 3. Did you have an issue there in stage 3 getting that damage?
Oh yeah, really big one. I think it was like maybe the 2nd lap of stage 3. Pittman caught the turtle on the front stretch, and it wrecked both of us into a wall and had a ton of damage. throughout the rest of that final stage. So I lost a bunch of time there. Honestly, I didn't even think a top 3 was even possible, let alone a top 2. So, but, yeah, my whole race was a little bit frustrating. In the beginning, I was a little bit out of control. I bumped my teammate in the first lap on accident and ran into true death a couple laps later, and it really just threw me off my rhythm. I was feeling guilty of messing up other people's races, and I was trying to keep it slow and steady, not running anybody over, and I was getting, the same treatment I was giving other people in the beginning of the race, basically. And yeah, I just go right down to second stage 2 and finished 14th, and then right down at the beginning of stage 3 and battled my way back. I drove my ass off to get back to where I was, so I'm proud that I could start last, get wrecked, and come back and finish second with no cautions, so, and a ton of damage. So I'm proud of my race, and good win to Favre.
Definitely, man. I mean, when you came into this race with the points lead, and finishing second, and where you finish in the stages, how what is how are you looking, as we make this final push? Are you able to use this as grab any kind of silver lining out of this and any kind of momentum that you're able to make the final push to try to get that championship this year?
Yeah, finish second after a race like this, what I went through the whole race and the pressure I had on me throughout the whole thing, it made me realize what I can do, and especially the first stage and a little bit of prep talk after the race. I'm going to work on making smarter decisions throughout the race and do what I can for me to stay out of trouble and run my own race with no issues. So.
Congratulations, man. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. You had a great race, man. And also, from what Trudez said, he jumped up here in the booth and shutting a lot of the haters up, which I'm glad to see, man. Yeah, I'm a big, humongous fan of yours. Anybody who wants to hate, let them hate. But I'm a huge fan myself. Love seeing you shut those people up, man. Congratulations.
I appreciate that, man. I'm proud I could do that, too.
Definitely. Let's jump on over to the winner of the race tonight, and that is the driver of this number 4 car, that guy Favre, in the number 4, back in victory lane. Congratulations, my brother.
I appreciate you, buddy. I actually would like to be referred to as road course guy.
Road course guy. Okay, noted. Now, why is that so? Why so?
It's copyrighted, sorry.
Because Flash called me a road course guy, so I must be a road course guy.
Well, you must call him a road ringer. You should call him a road ringer instead of not being copyrighted, though. That'd be more. Road ringer would be easier.
Nah, road course guy's more original.
Well, I love you. It's a great idea. It's a great name on you, though. It's a great name on you.
I appreciate you guys.
No, let's talk about it. As far as the beginning of the race, Scotty B in that 42 had a heck of a car, man. I'm not sure exactly what happened, engine failure or whatever happened, but he had a heck of a car. Now, when you realized and you saw him having to take that 42 behind the wall, did that kind of breathe a sigh of relief kind of deal for you?
Yeah, the first. I'll just go through the quick race. But beginning of the stage, like Typical said, he got me into the first bus stop, and I ended up going back to 7th or 8th or whatever it was, and was able to get my way back up to second at the end of stage 1. Stage 2, I mean, it was the same thought process for both the 10 and the 42. That if I could get the lead in front of them, I knew I wasn't as fast as either of them. I was close, but I wasn't as fast. I knew that they could beat me on raw speed. So once I got in front of the 42, I knew that he was going to have to really get to it to be able to get around me. I would beat him in some parts of the track and then vice versa. So to see him, I think he had, like you said, an engine failure, pulled over, coming into the final bus stop, and I ended up going up by a lot after that. So I just kicked it into fifth gear and just cruised around the track. But this was definitely needed. Like, I haven't won since, well, maybe Flash is right. Maybe I am a road course ringer. I haven't won since Indy Roval. So that was all the way back in the middle of August. So it's been a very frustrating playoff stretch for me. I've had a lot of my own personal mistakes and and some bad luck here and there, and this feels really good. It gives me a lot of momentum going into the round of 8 in the last 4 tracks, and I wouldn't put myself up on Flash 9's level for mile and a halves, but I'm close. So we'll see what happens. It should be some good races coming up here.
Well, you mentioned you kind of hit on that. You've had a little bit of a slump there in the past couple of weeks or past couple of months, and you kind of mentioned it the other night while we were in a booth and watching Flash grab that championship with Phantom. And you did say, hey, Shady back up in the booth, and boom, here you are back in victory lane. I don't know if that's a good luck charm or not, but if so, then I'm glad to help in any way I can, my friend.
I appreciate it. Huge congratulations again to Flash for winning that championship over there. There's a lot of really fast guys over there, so to see him pull that off, I mean, you and I both knew what he's capable of, but to see him win another championship over there, I think I said number 5,245th championship on NASCAR Heat, but no, congrats to him again, and Ty. Awesome job on recovering from, I don't know where you were in the field, but to get back up to P2 is awesome. I honestly wish we could have fought for it a little bit at the end there, but to see you get back up to P2 with your circumstances is legit.
Appreciate it. If you want me to let you know, we were dead even the whole way up. I think it started at 26 and finished at 26, so.
Oh, nice.
You're probably taking it easy too. But...
I was making sure I wasn't messing up.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you this, Favre. I will say, I'm sorry to intrude, but I'm just saying, me and Shady had our picks. Well, let me tell you, you were my pick tonight, and I was like, you know what? It's a good thing that I picked you because I know you are. I said to Shady, I'm like saying multiple times, I was like, he could just turn his mirror off. He don't need it. Just throw it out the window. Just throw it out there. He's got it made. He's got it.
I appreciate you, Nick. I mean,
it
was unfortunate with what happened with Scotty. I'll give a little context on that, but he was able to get me pretty quickly into turn 1, and I was just super tight through that turn, and I went up and I hit the wall, and I told him to go to my inside, and he just had such a run that he didn't hit me in the rear, but he kind of hit me on my side, and I was still up against the wall, but it kind of pogo sticked him. He ended up saving it, going a couple of seconds back, and then he ended up having that engine failure. So I feel bad because it would have been a really awesome battle between the top 3, but I could not be happier with coming out of here with a dub. I really, really needed it.
Well, definitely coming into the race. You came into the race 4th in points. So it's definitely going to make things interesting when those points are released. And before the race next week, we'll have to definitely touch on them because things are really, really starting to get tight. And, I was thinking, like kind of mentioned on that, like the other night we were watching, we were up in the booth with Phantom, and I said that about that right at the end there that Flash is calm, cool, collected like a cucumber with not even a bead of sweat. And I was thinking the same thing as soon as Scotty B went out with the engine failure. I was thinking the same thing that now you got your window down, you got drinking your beverage, listening to old Alan Jackson or something like that, cruising around in that number 4 car. So not even a bead of sweat, man. But things are gonna get real. Here if I'm not mistaken, Field Filler won the first race at Las Vegas early in the year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he did.
Got a lot, and there we were missing some guys tonight. Perky was missing, so There's a lot of guys missing. So next week at Las Vegas, does that put more emphasis on practice time and trying to get this thing, making sure things are really dialed in for next week as you
Oh,
make
I
the
mean,
final push to the end?
absolutely. I think it goes not just for me, but for everybody. I mean, you looked at the playoff points to start this round, and it was super close. I mean, even coming into this race, it was super close. Um, so I'm sure it's going to be the same way in the final four to where, I mean, if I had a bad race tonight and I didn't get a lot of points, Perky wasn't able to make it tonight, so unfortunately I think he's out of the playoffs. But say he were to make it tonight, and him and Field got more points, a lot, or like 7 or 8 more points than me, I was going to be eliminated. So, I mean, the playoff points were super close. They're going to be super close. So, I mean, consistency is your friend the next 3 races, and one mistake can hurt you. I mean, it's gonna be real interesting.
Big time, man. And hey, congratulations again. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go and celebrate this win. You guys put on one heck of a show. Yeah, Nick, you want to have any final thoughts?
No, not really. Although I will say, Favre, I mentioned this to Shady as well. You led the last 2 laps in stage number 2, got the stage win, and then never looked back. You never did.
Yeah, man. I fought so flippin' hard the first lap of each stage to try and get out front, so they would have to pass me and not the other way around. So, that definitely eased my driving style a little bit. But yeah, I couldn't ask for a better race. Appreciate you hopping up here. And again, Nick, you're an awesome broadcaster, and Shady, it's awesome to have you back. I know you had some stuff going on, so it's awesome that you are back and things are a little bit better for you.
Oh, they're all much better, man. We're excited. I'm excited to finish out this season, and a good old friend of ours from the Phantom Racing League made a comment real quick. Just want to pass along to you. He said, "See ya at Sonoma." Favre. That's from Phantom Racing League. We know who that is.
Okay. All right, Timmy. All right, Timmy. I just have to close on this, and then I'm done. This is all I want to say.
Yes, sir.
It's showtime!
There it is. There it is. On that
you love
note,
it,
we're going to
Jimmy.
end it right there. On that note, you can't end it any better way. Congratulations, Favre, getting the win here at Charlotte Roval. Flash right behind, or I'm sorry, Typical right behind him in second. Flash finishes out the top 3 podium. Shovelhead comes home 4th. True Death in 5th. KB Showtime 6th. Field Filler in 7th. Mucka in 8th. Hurricane Hole 9th. And Pittman rounds out the top 10 here at Charlotte Roval. Want to thank everybody for tuning in. Without you guys, we are absolutely nothing. Thank you all for tuning in and checking us out. Same bat time, same bat channel next week as we go to Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas, baby. Whatever happens in Vegas could stay in Vegas, or it even might carry over. We're going to find out, but either way, we're going to see everybody next week at Vegas. Thank you all for watching, and everybody have a wonderful night.